In the year 1587, an English ship cut through the warm waters off the coast of what we now call North Carolina, carrying the hopes of a kingdom eager to plant its flag in the New World. This was actually the third attempt to establish a colony on Roanoke Island and, well, unlike the previous ventures, this one was meant to be permanent. On board were more than 100 men, women and children, their faces showing equal parts determination and uncertainty. Among them was Eleanor Dare, daughter of Governor John White, who would soon give birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in America. The settlers quickly set about repairing the fort and building homes, their timber walls standing as a fragile outpost against the vast wilderness. But the summer was already passing, and food supplies were not exactly plentiful. Relations with local Algonquian tribes were uneasy. Some welcomed trade, while others saw the newcomers as unwelcome intruders. And when tensions flared into violence, the fragile settlement became a place of fear. By the end of that year, the colonists persuaded John White to return to England for more provisions and reinforcements. It was a painful decision. His family would remain behind, but it seemed the only way to ensure the colony's survival. White sailed in late 1587, intending, of course, to return quickly. Yet fate, as it so often does, had other plans. War broke out between England and Spain, and every ship was needed to face the Spanish Armada. White's pleas for passage back to Roanoke were delayed again and again, each month bringing fresh worry for the people he had left behind. It was not until 1590, 3 years later, that White finally returned. As his small ship approached the familiar shore, anticipation gave way to dread. The settlement was silent. Houses stood empty and weather-worn, the fort's palisades partially dismantled. There were no graves, no bodies, no trace of a struggle. The only clue was carved into a post, the word Croatoan. Nearby, the letters CRO were etched into a tree. The message was clear to White. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island, home to allies of the English. But a sudden storm forced his ship back to sea before a search could be made. He never saw the colonists again. Theories began almost immediately. Some believed the settlers had moved to Croatoan Island and merged with its inhabitants, adopting their customs and language. Others feared they had been attacked or starved and scattered into the wilderness. Over the centuries, archaeologists have found hints of English presence in native villages, fragments of pottery, tools of foreign design, but no final answer. The fate of the lost colony remains one of history's most enduring mysteries. On quiet nights, standing by the Outer Banks, one might imagine the sound of voices on the wind, English mingled with Algonquian, and wonder whether the people of Roanoke truly vanished or simply became part of a story larger than the one they set out to write.